Welcome back, everybody. How you doing tonight? So we're gonna have a little conversation tonight. Quick little conversation about first print runs and about this little guy. And do these first print runs actually matter? I'm sure everybody's noticed by now or seen other videos talking about how because of this guy, people are charging a premium for the first print run Japanese-made Ikoria Lair of Behemoths boxes, and you know, the regular ones are not worth a whole lot. You can buy them pretty cheap right now. They're one of the cheapest boxes I've seen in a long time, or at least since I've been back in the game, which is not that long, only since November. But this is the first time I've seen a newer set dropping for like 80 bucks a box online all day long. You know, but these Japanese-made boxes, the first print run, those are people are wanting 120 and more for a box of that. You can get them as cheap as 100, but that's about it, which to me is kind of baffling. So the question is, does it even matter if it's first print run enough to pay a premium? So there's a couple different topics that go along with that. One, is this guy actually going to hold value? It's been holding fairly steady the last few weeks, which is kind of surprising because it's an uncommon. As you can see, I'm holding 6 of them, 3 foils, 3 non-foils, all of which I got in, I only opened 7 Ikoria boxes, booster boxes, and 3 collector's boxes. I got 2 of these out of the 7 booster boxes, 2 of the foil box topper ones. They were actually my box toppers in 2 of the 7 boxes. Pretty good odds. And then I had double tapped, I think I double tapped a foil and non-foil in 1 collector's box, and then I got the other 2 non-foils in the other 2 collector's boxes. Because I have yet to see anybody, maybe once, open a collector's box and not get at least the non-foil version. They're in pretty much every collector's box because they're uncommon. It's uncommon. So, will he hold value? Probably not. I expect the foils are probably going to end up around that $10, $12 range. And it's not going to be players after them, really, just collectors, because it's not the greatest card. I mean, it's a 8-drop, 8/8 with Death Touch. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. Most games aren't going to last to get this guy on the board unless you cheat him in. And then, you know, if you're going to cheat in an 8-drop card, you're going to cheat in much cooler cards than this. I mean, he just doesn't have any enter the battlefield abilities or anything like that. So, yeah, I just really don't see it being worth that much. I think the non-foil full arts will probably end up being, I don't know, around that probably $5, $6 range, and these about 10, 12 is what I'm thinking they're going to settle at. Right now, I think they're around 25, 30, and like 10 to 15, I think, for the non-foil. But, you know, so anyways, so that's really the only difference between the first print run and the other print runs, the extra print runs on Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. Now, I'm going to show you how to actually tell the difference between the first print run and the later print runs. But then I'm going to give you a little bit of a mind screw at the end of this here. So let me get into the education part of this video first. So these boxes don't look any different, do they? They look about the same, right? Art's the same. They say the same thing on the front. They look the same. There's really not much different that you can tell from them, right? Well, there is a couple ways to spot them. All right, so when I line them up here, you can tell that one of the boxes is bigger than the other box. So this one here is actually one of the Made in Japan boxes. I should probably put them right side up so you can actually see that, right? There we go. So this is the Made in Japan box, and this is the Made in the USA box. The Made in Japan box is actually a little bit larger. You can see there. Now, I don't really have a tool. I'm going to make sure this side is lined up, and then see, they're about maybe a quarter, half an inch different, about a quarter of an inch difference in length, right? The width is about the same as far as from here to here. It's about the same. It's just the length of the box from here to here is a little bit wider on the Japanese boxes. Now, if you don't have one to put up next to it, there's a pretty easy way to tell. It says Made in Japan on it. This one says Made in the USA on it. So you also, in photos, you can tell pretty easy if you get see a photo of the back of the box. So if you're not sure and somebody's selling one, ask them to send you a photo of the back of the box, because the American-made boxes, as you can see, the big goofy code is on a very large white square on the back side here. But on the Japanese boxes, you can also tell by the bottom, because the Japanese box, as you can see, has that big code on the bottom of the box, and the American boxes do not. So there's also made in Belgium boxes. I don't have any of those. I'm not sure if they've done a print run in Belgium yet. I don't think so. I think they're just on Japanese and American. Now, so that's actually how you tell. I'm not sure how reliable this is, but the American box also has the Wizards logo wrapped over the front, and the Japanese box, as you can tell, does not. So I'm not sure if that's consistent across all of them or not, or if that's just a kind of fluke on this one, but that's another way to possibly tell from photos, as you can see. So, but they both have the Wizards logos on the top, although the Japanese box does seem to have a little bit closer spacing on them. See how there's more logos? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across and 3 down, as opposed to the American box only has 3 across and 2 down. So there's more logos on the Japanese boxes. So I don't know if that's 100% consistent. I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention to the boxes as I was opening them, because I didn't know there was going to be such a big hubbub about first print run. In fact, I was planning on opening this one here as well, but now that I found out everybody's upselling these, because this is my last one of the first print runs that I have, and I figure I might as well keep it sealed. Might get a little bit more money for it down the road from people that are gullible. The reason I say that is because the next part of the conversation is these two little boxes here. These are first print run as well. These I got the same time I got the pre-release boxes made in Japan here. All right, I got these literally like I think before the set came out, before it was actually released in the US here. So these are also first print runs. So there is a chance that the I don't know if they're, I think you can get the borderless non-foil Space Godzilla in these, but I don't think you can get the foil one that's exclusive to the box toppers and the booster boxes. But I believe you can get the non-foil full arts as well. Not 100% sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll notice that both of these are made in the USA. So these were out at pre-release, and these are the pre-release kits. So obviously they were out of pre-release, so they're first print run, made in USA. So there you have a little bit of a dilemma. Apparently there was a lot of first print run stuff made in the US. It wasn't exclusively Japanese. Oh, the reason the Japanese box is a little bit larger is because the Japanese packs are actually larger. They've got the pull tabs and different style packaging anyway. But that's the quandary. The other thing is, people have been pulling the Space Godzilla error card out of these American boxes too. It's not just exclusively the Japanese boxes. They've been pulling them out of the American boxes, because one thing we haven't seen yet, I have never personally seen the corrected version. There isn't any out yet. All the boxes that are out there currently, I'm pretty sure, are first print run, even though some are American and some are Japanese, because we haven't seen a Void Invader Space Godzilla card yet. We haven't seen I haven't seen one. Have you seen one? Let me know in the comments if you've actually touched a fixed version, but I haven't seen any print runs so far that have the fixed version in them, which means these are all first print run. Unless they just took them out of these, which I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they would have corrected it on the card sheet, and we'd be seeing the corrected version if these were second print run, because people are busting these open like crazy. I mean, I haven't seen a Void Invader yet, have you? I've only seen the error version. So that's kind of the conversation I wanted to have. I would recommend don't spend extra on first print run boxes, because I really don't think I think it's all just kind of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. Just people kind of invented that to drive up the price probably on the Japanese made boxes. Personally, I don't like the Japanese boxes. I like opening these a little better because the packs open a lot easier. I don't like the pull tabs. I think the pull tabs, I always feel like I'm going to damage the corner of the cards with the pull tabs. It's probably just, personal superstition, but, I don't really like the pull tabs. I prefer the old style, regular style packs. But I have noticed that it does seem like I got much better pulls out of the Japanese boxes than I did out of the USA boxes. Is it just coincidence? Did I just get a really good case in the run? I don't know. Let me know what you guys have experienced as far as pulls out of the Japanese-made boxes compared to the US-made boxes, or Belgium-made boxes, or wherever the hell else they make these. There's always been a tinfoil hat theory about the pre-release kits getting better pulls. And that would make perfect sense business-wise, that they would put better pulls in the pre-release kits to get people more excited about the set when people come back from pre-release with all these crazy pulls, I gotta go get some boxes of that, So there's always been a little bit of a theory behind that the pre-releases might have better pulls. Everybody that's tried to prove it or disprove it has ended up with just kind of normal pulls by comparison. Haven't really ended up with anything crazy. But, the Japanese kind of first run pre-release boxes do tend to seem to have better pulls too. So, I don't know. It could just, like I said, it could just be coincidence, could just be that thing in the back of my head, because this has been a theory for decades in Magic that the pre-release kits have had better pulls, and that the first run boxes are going to be a little bit better pulls. But I don't know. Are they really going to go through the effort of changing the card sheets between different manufacturing plants just to setting up whole new card sheets and everything, just to change the pulls a little bit so they get a little bit better pulls at the beginning, just so they can sell more boxes without having to give you the cards down the road? I don't know, it seems a little far-fetched. It seems like a lot of effort, and there's really no benefit for them. It would cost them more to do that, but they're not going to make any more money, because whether they're giving you good pulls or not, they're selling the same amount of boxes. It doesn't. In fact, if they kept good pulls in all the boxes, they'd sell more boxes down the road. So, if anything, I would think that would be a poor business decision to put better pulls in the first run boxes and then put weaker pulls in the successive boxes after that, because once the pulls start drying up, people are going to stop buying boxes. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know anybody at WotC. I don't have any ins. I don't know any distributors or anything. I'm just a player that likes the cards and has a YouTube channel. So, I'm not sure about any of the specifics or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the differences between the Japanese and the American boxes, in case you are of the belief that the Japanese boxes are going to have better pulls, or you want those the Space Godzilla error cards, and these definitely have them in them. 100% sure that could have pulled them out of these, but I'm pretty sure these have them in there as well. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen the corrected one. They would have corrected it. We would see the new version that says Void Invader instead of the DC, so I think they're still in these boxes, to be honest. Let me know if you have pulled one of the DCs out of one of these American boxes. I may open a couple more American boxes just to see, even though I've got way too much Ikoria laying around. But I may open a couple more just to see if I can grab one out of one of those, just to prove it. But anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to go over. I wanted to show you guys how to actually spot the boxes. The biggest giveaway, like I said, is just look for that big white tag. It's going to be on the back of the box on the American, and on the bottom of the box on the Japanese. So if you're looking for the Japanese boxes, you can tell by photos. And if you have them in hand, you can tell by the size difference that it's definitely Japanese made, or you can just look on it where it says made in Japan right there. So just want to give you guys kind of a heads up and let you know that that's how you tell the difference. That's how you know for sure, from pictures that where you can't read the made in Japan. Make sure you're paying extra for the right thing if you want to pay extra for the first print run boxes. Even if you don't believe the Space Godzilla is going to go up or anything, you just want to invest in the first print run boxes because, you know, gullible people are going to pay more for those down the road. Then there's how you tell. I wanted to give you guys that tip. Show you two boxes side by side because there's been a lot of people talking about how the first print run's more valuable and a lot of people selling the first print run for more. But I haven't actually seen anybody break it down and show two boxes side by side, an American and a Japanese, to show you how to spot the differences. So I wanted to do that for everybody. Hopefully you enjoy the video. And hopefully you'll check out a couple more while you're here. Check out some of my older videos. I got some really good older videos back then. But I also wanted to kind of point that out, that the pre-release kits themselves are made in the USA. So I really think we're still on the first print run. I don't think they've made a second print run of Ikoria yet. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think even these American boxes are still first print run, and they're still going to have this little dude in them. So, like I said, I might open a couple more just to kind of see if I can pull one out of the box toppers, because as you can see, I've had pretty good luck doing that with these guys. So, hopefully you guys like the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it's all just a crazy conspiracy theory to try and sell more boxes for more expensive or bigger prices. Let me know. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having fun out there and enjoying the new sets, and we'll get back to some of the new sets probably in the next couple days. Although, yeah, Jumpstart, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get more Jumpstart. I opened before anybody else. Well, actually, I think the same day as Cards with Michael posted his. So I think we were the first two ones to post Jumpstart opening. So hopefully you guys like that. I know that video is my most viewed video by far now. So I really appreciate all the views on that one. And I'll get some more Jumpstart when I can, but I am not paying $130 a box for a box that costs less than a regular booster box to the stores. And to the sellers. So I'm gonna wait till the price goes back down. Once Wizards actually gets the rest of the shipment out, it's gonna be just like Commander 2020. It's gonna plummet down to the normal, probably. Yeah, the Jumpstart might go less than 80 bucks a box, because so as far as I know, as far as I've been told, the stores pay about 77 bucks a box for these, and the ones that get the better discounts, 80 on the high end for the regular standard boxes. But the guys that buy in bulk get over 76, 77 probably. But the Jumpstart's only 67 bucks a box to the guys that don't really get the good discounts. So the guys that they sell in bulk are probably getting them for 64, 65 a box, I bet, on Jumpstart. So Jumpstart should be cheaper than a standard box, because it's a pre-con. It's mostly pre-con. There's a little variation between the packs, but it's mostly a pre-con set. So don't overpay for Jumpstart. Just be patient. Don't worry about the FOMO. There'll be plenty to go around. They're going to print that probably for quite a while. I bet they print it for the next year. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Check out a couple other videos while you're here. Leave me a comment, like, sub. I really appreciate all the attention. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.